Repossession is when a creditor who has some sort of security interest in the property comes in and takes it back to pay the outstanding debt. The most common type of repossession is when a car gets repossessed because you go behind on payments, but if you buy a computer the same way or a TV with a payment plan, what that means is until you pay it off, the person that lent you the money has some kind of interest in that property. But until specifically your car is paid off, the title sits with the lien holder. What happens is once you miss several payments, the creditor comes in and they are allowed to come in and take the property. The process is fairly quick and simple. It really depends on the creditor and how aggressive they are regarding the repossession, whether you get warnings, whether you get notice. It's not like a foreclosure where you have to have certain amounts of times and wait. But in Virginia, you do not have to go to court to get a repossession. Up until they take the car, the cure to stop a repossession is to pay whatever the balance is. And once you pay it, that threat of repossession goes away, because at the end of the day, a creditor will always rather have the money than the thing. So even if your car gets repossessed, the next step in the process would be for it to be auctioned or sold off to pay off the remaining debt. So up until the auction, you can try and get it back by making the payments. If you can speak to a creditor and see if you can come into a payment plan to catch up, typically what creditors do is they will say, no, you have to pay the full amount that's back owed for you to get your property back. And once that is paid, as long as it's before the auction, they will typically return the property. But once it gets auctioned off, there's nothing you can do at that point. The car has been sold. But what you do have to keep in mind is you will get notice of that auction and they will tell you how much the car was sold for. If it is less than the amount you owe, you still are responsible for the rest of that debt, which means they will still be harassing you and hounding you and telling you to pay them back if there is a difference between the value of the car that was sold and the value of the debt.